I'm going to go tell everybody that you did.
Okay, stop.
Respect the courtroom. Stop speaking.
Stop trying to communicate.
But this is not
Sir,
right.
conduct yourself like a man and stop speaking.
Indeed.
You are suing the defendant for surgery bills due to a dog attack.
All of a sudden, I hear this yell, and I turn around and I see these two wolf-like dogs, and one of them has my UGG in their mouth and is clamping down, so I started screaming.
Plaintiff Lyndon Moore was planning a big concert at a local club, but says the club owner had plans of his own. Defendant Jason Major claims the plaintiff never pinned down his plans, so he doesn't owe him
Do
anything.
you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
It's case number 132 on the docket, Moore versus Major.
Okay, and welcome to both of you. The plaintiff, Mr. Moore, you are suing the defendant, Mr. Major, for $750 for breach of contract and damages. Tell me your story.
I'm a DJ and I'm a promoter. I've been doing it for over 34 years.
You must be tired.
It's
Okay,
getting to
yeah.
that point.
Go
but
ahead.
I have never in the 34 years had a double booking on a date which was April 20th, which was
Sounds great.
Easter weekend.
What do you mean you've never had a double booking?
We had agreed verbally to have
You and the defendant?
Yes, have a event where I was going to have a group come in and
What group?
pay for their
group?
deposit, and we were going to split the door.
And what was this event?
That's what I wanted to
This
know.
event was going to be a DJ event, a
Oh.
very well-known DJ group. This group is
Yeah.
called Jam Pony Express, which is very, very well-known in Florida and Georgia.
You are a promoter,
Yes,
and you are going to promote this function to take place in a club that the defendant owns.
yes.
And you wanted to have that event on the Saturday before Easter.
That's right.
And you
Easter.
said you paid a lot of money, but he's saying, at least initially, that you didn't pay him. Who'd you pay the money to?
The money wouldn't go to him, the money would go to the artist.
You paid the artist?
Deposit, yes.
Okay. And you thought it was going to be on,
April 20th. I have text
and you're
messages.
saying it turned out to be double booked.
It was double booked.
Okay. And what do you got down there?
I have
Yeah.
the flyers that say the same date.
Oh, about the event.
He had a birthday party. He had booked the same date.
He says that that Saturday of the Easter Sunday weekend, he had a deal with you where he would be able to have his event at your place. And he says that when the date approached, he found that you had booked another event
Yes, sir.
at your club. Now, what do you say to that?
When I deal with a business purpose, a person, basically they give me a $50 deposit, and then I set up where they arrange where they give me the, I don't want to tell all y'all my business, but then they give me all my money prior to the event.
What you're saying, in order to book an event at your place, they have to put down a $50
$50 deposit.
Did you give him a $50 deposit?
There was no mention of that. We were splitting the
He
door.
never told you that you had to make a $50 deposit.
No, sir. My job.
Why did you not? Or did you tell him that there should be a $50
Listen,
deposit?
if you call me, and I get a lot of calls, hey, if you're serious, you got a date in mind, give me a $50 deposit to lock in the date, and we go from there.
Okay, is there any
Otherwise,
documentation of that?
I don't have a text message showing that.
Well, how am I going to know if that was actually said?
He said that he was going to send me a contract. Ask him when he sent me the $50. Ask him when he sent me a contract. Do you see on that piece of paper where he said he was going to send me a contract? Where he had to get with his entertainers, he had to get with his rappers, he had to get with this guy. He never sent me a contract.
You don't.
And after that, I don't speak very
Did
good
you
English.
send him a contract?
No, sir. We had a
Well,
verbal.
okay, now, time out, guys. If you want to get a venue, virtually every venue is going to demand a deposit, and there's going to have to be a contract. Because if he doesn't have the deposit, and if there is no contract, he doesn't know for sure that you're necessarily going to show up. And if you're running a business and someone else comes and says, by
I like
the way...
Jay.
Sir,
Oh, sorry.
respect the courtroom.
I hear what you're saying. He did not request a.
You made no deposit.
No.
There was
Nothing.
no contract.
Nothing.
He asked for no money.
I would like to rule for you, but you've got no contract. You've made no deposit. You can't expect a business where someone else comes and puts down the money. Nobody lets you rent a hall with no deposit ahead of time. Nobody does that.
Sir, what about the text message that he has sent, that he gave me the address of the club?
What about you trying to ruin a
And I
legacy?
It's not a contract.
What about you trying to
No,
ruin a
I'm
legacy?
saying, what about the text?
What about that, bro? I'm
What
going to go
about
tell
that?
everybody that you did.
Okay,
that you
stop. Stop.
Sir, stop speaking.
Sir, I'm
bro.
trying to communicate
But this
with
is not
you.
Sir,
right.
conduct yourself like a man and stop speaking.
Indeed.
What about the text that he sent on the address of the club for the event?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he send a $50 venue fee for using 50-50 split on the door?
Show me exactly where that is. Point it out.
The text
I'll
that he
give you a
said,
couple of minutes to point it out.
give me the date again that you want this to take place. This is him, Easter Sunday weekend, that Saturday. That's the same date that he booked another group. Also, I asked him what are advance tickets and everything because I don't know his club. He says his advance tickets are available, so I put that on the flyer that you have up there. Then he put the address of the club, which I have up there.
Here's where he's asking for the date, to confirm the date.
All the business dealings were done 3 weeks before the event.
Why didn't you tell him in this text that he can't do that date because it's taken? When he said Easter Sunday weekend, that Saturday, why didn't you respond and say that date is not available?
He didn't respond back for almost, I think it was 3 weeks. If you look at the text prior to that. After that, again, sir, I honestly, I have to continue to move on. If they don't send the contracts, if they don't send the deposits, after that, you just try to be a friend. He came to my club twice. He wanted to videotape me. He wanted to show me his DJs.
You said here,
I ain't got
give
time
me the
for-
date again that you want this to take place. He responds 3 minutes later, Easter Sunday weekend, that Saturday.
Absolutely.
Then on March 3rd, which is still 3 weeks, March 3rd, it's a month before the,
Yes, sir.
it's 8 weeks
Yes,
before
sir.
the event.
Yes, sir.
You say, good morning, sir. Give me 2 days to talk with the rest of the ticket. I'll have an answer back to you probably Wednesday. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
You're still pulling him in
Yes.
in the beginning of March. This changes something.
Yeah, it does.
Because now, in fairness, I was in your corner for a while, but you, 7, 8 weeks, are still bringing him in. If you're bringing him in and you've got someone else that's putting up the money, you got to let him know because he's paying the DJ.
That's right.
Based on this,
Hold on, can I present one last piece of evidence?
yes, I'll look at one last thing.
And that closes it.
Okay.
He sent a flyer. That flyer that you have on the top there says the 21st. When he came down to the club, he wanted to do it on a Sunday. He got
Is it-
shook. He got shook. He sent that flyer. It says the 21st. Then he wanted to go back to the 20th. I told him the 20th was already booked. You cannot do the 20th.
Jeez, oh guys, I don't know how either of you are in business when you.
I tell you.
If you read that, if you look
I
at that
just
flyer,
did
it's the
read it.
21st. It was the 21st. He sent that flyer, and then he got scared that it was going to drown out his.
No, I never got scared. You put the date at the 20th and you made a mistake.
But look at the time that
And-
expired between that. You visited the club
May-
twice, bro.
May I put this is from my agent, from a conversation from all three of us on the phone.
Let's see it.
Thank you, sir.
There you are, Judge.
According to these, when I originally heard the story, I was hearing that he didn't put down a deposit and there wasn't yet a formal contract.
Yes, sir.
But I'm now seeing also that there's constant communication back and forth between you two that was unfair for him because he relied on ongoing conversations with you that this could be worked out. And so he spent that money. It's called detrimental reliance. So he spent his money based on believing that you were going to work this out, that the date was still good, because none of these say, I'm not going to do it that day, you can't do it that day. He relied on you saying that you were going to work something out. I find for the plaintiff.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased. He's fair. He looked at the evidence, and he took what he acquired and made a right decision.
I have to respect the court of law.
Plaintiff Sandra McDaris claims that her beloved puppy was viciously mauled by the defendant's wolf-like dogs. Defendant Rasalinda Boke says her dogs are friendly, and there's no evidence her dogs injured the plaintiff's dog.
And nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. This is case number 141 on the docket, McDaris versus Boke.
Okay, and good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
We have the plaintiff, Ms. McDaris.
Yes.
You are suing the defendant, Ms. Boke, for $5,000 for surgery bills due to a dog attack.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
I was walking my little 14-pound Mastiff puppy at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Do
on
we have a
short
picture
leash.
of your puppy?
You did. I was walking at 4 p.m. in the afternoon on a short leash with a harness and just relaxing, sunny. I was looking to the right. There was a house that they were fixing up to rent or something. And then all of a sudden, I hear this yelp, and I feel my dog being pulled away from me. And I turn around, and I see these two wolf-like dogs. And one of them has my little dog in their mouth and is clamping down. And I have my Uggs on. I'm not sure how to get the dog back out of the wolf's mouth. So I started screaming to the top of my lungs. And this gentleman came out of the house with a broom, and he was able to distract the dogs away from my dogs. They dropped my puppy. I grabbed her. She was bleeding. I put her in my arms, and I started to walk fast home. I didn't want to run because my dog was injured. I called the vet, and I was paying attention to that on hold, and these two teenage boys were on the corner about a half a block away from where I was. I was about 2 blocks away from my home. And they said, oh, look at those cool dogs. And I looked around, and there are these 2 wolf-type dogs about 5 feet away from me.
And you're saying those are the dogs that...
Yes, they attacked my
Okay.
they attacked my puppy. And I told the young teenagers that had the skateboards, I said, those are not cool dogs. Take your skateboards and go after them, I said, because they just attacked my little dog. And they did raise the skateboards, and the 2 wolf-like dogs started slithering away up the street. So I got into my home, I got my keys, got the dog up to the vet, and she had 5 broken ribs and a punctured lung. So it cost me, $4,600, $4,700 right off the bat, and I had a loan.
Do you have those receipts?
I have everything. So this is what my dog looked like after, and I have the receipts. There's the receipts. I also have, they had an animal hearing case on this as well, which I just got the other day, which shows the condition of the backyard where they were kept. The dogs have been getting out for over a year. They've attacked other dogs or cats,
Oh,
according
you're
to my
talking about
neighbors.
the defendant's dog, the 2 dogs that you say attacked your dog.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about, the
Yes,
picture
well,
of the yard? Yeah,
yes.
okay.
And I'm upset about the condition of the backyard and I have pictures with the devil little thing and, painting on the plywood. They just continue to get out.
What can you say about it?
Basically, on the day that she alleges that my dogs attacked her dog, they were in my backyard. I had fed them that morning. They were there that evening. I know they did get out, or they have gotten out, and I've had little ladies and their small dogs bring back the dog to me and tell me how sweet they are and thank you for raising such kind, big dogs, to be nice to little dogs, because she says when she goes out walking, it is an issue.
So they have been out in the past.
They have been out in the
can get
past,
out.
but
Okay.
but every time, anytime, it had been rectified. I have 2 huskies, a gray and white one, 4-year-old named Star, and her 2-year-old daughter
Those are
named
your
Snow.
dogs?
Yes.
I'm assuming Snow's on the left.
Yes, it's the
Okay.
all-white one.
Yeah. What kind of dogs are they called?
They're huskies.
And you're
shelter.
saying,
That they have a thing right
you're
here on
saying
page-
those are the dogs?
Yes, those are the dogs, and there's right here on from the animal shelter that these are check wolves.
May I
So,
yeah, if I could
here
see
you go.
that.
This is the whole hearing for that. And they've been getting out for over a year, according to,
Is this it here?
yes.
Is this animal control?
Yes, it is.
Animal Control's been calling them wolves since her phone call. That has never happened prior to.
Okay, they're saying 2 wolf-looking dogs.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they're 40, 50
Yeah,
pound
they look-
dogs. I
yeah,
mean, a
I
wolf
got
is
it.
huge. You would need
2
to know the difference.
wolf-looking dogs attacked 2 dogs. 1 dog owner followed the dogs and found where they live and confronted the dog owner.
And I watched these dogs that she's saying that aren't hybrid wolves go down my alley a few days before that, and they were zigzagging like something I'd never seen. They're beautiful dogs, I'll give you that, and I love dogs, but they are different types of dogs, so they're a little bit beyond a husky. And my dog was obviously bit. We have another person that was in the hearing that I have pictures of, and his dog was bit, so
What's before me clearly is the $3,698 for the medical bills, okay? And then there's $73.
yes, and then a $20 bandage
Okay,
change.
so I'm going to say that's 100.
I have 6 kids. I would not have dangerous animals around
Okay.
my children. I have video of them at the dog park playing with big and small dogs. We also have a coyote problem in our area. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
that's who.
okay. What is the total amount of the vet bills?
The total amount of the bed bills is about $4,000. I have the top sheet. I don't know if it's in there that summarizes everything up to $4,700. I had to take off 2 days of work. One is today. I get paid $320 a day.
Okay.
And the interest on the loan that I took out to make these payments from my 401k.
The plaintiff, because she was there, she knows that your dogs were the one that bit her dog. I think what happened, you didn't intend it to happen. Your dogs were out there, and they bit her dog. So I fined for the plaintiff in the sum of $4,695.05.
I appreciate what the judge did. Hallie's doing very well now. She's getting walked. We don't walk as far anymore, but we do walk, 3 times a day.
I don't really feel like she proved that my dogs were dangerous, but apparently the judge agreed, so that is what it is.
Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have 2 options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.